Welcome back.
Ooh.
And
I was like this.
You have a microscope.
I was like,
microscope.
microscope. Because if you had a microscope, you could.
There's
It's like, okay. You're not ready to talk about it. That's fine. Okay. Like, because
Welcome back to It's Controversial. I'm Nay.
I'm Cookie.
And today we are going to talk about, it's my turn, drugs. Drugs and alcohol.
And I'm just kidding.
Do you know where I got that from? It's from Dave Chappelle.
Oh,
you
like, know I don't.
I know you don't. It's just like he's like, drugs and alcohol have ruined my life. That's exactly what he said.
I never
love that
would have
episode.
known that.
It's about a crackhead, but it's all in the same thing.
Dang.
It's funny. It's Tyrone. He got his own sketch show and everything. Okay, don't worry about it.
We talked about this years ago. That
Yeah, I know,
like that,
and I
man.
loved it.
Every
time I hear the word drugs, I want to sing that all the time.
I don't like that man. I don't know
I
why.
love
It
him.
might just be because of the way he looks. It probably has nothing to do with anything else.
Okay.
So I told you when I don't like the way somebody looks,
Yeah,
it's
you
over
take
with.
it to heart, man. You take it to the extreme.
I don't know what's wrong with that
always
one.
loved
But
him
at
when
least
I was
I'm
little.
Like, that's not changing about me, I guess, because I still do that to this day. I'm like, if I don't like the way you look, I just don't like anything you do.
That's always been you. Always.
Okay.
But
anyway.
sorry, deterring from the conversation already
usual.
within the first 5 minutes?
Wait, what made you want to talk about that? Drugs.
Because I feel like everybody a little bit of fiends, you know? Like, I feel like, sorry if you just saw that light switch,
Yeah.
but it's daytime. Like, everybody's some fiends for it, but they don't see it that way. Like,
Druggies.
yeah, like, when I saw somebody put, because you know how everybody that smoke weed, they be like, I'll never smoke cigarettes. And then I saw a video where a guy had put some tobacco in, a weed wrap. I don't know what it's called. Like, so you don't even know what it is either. Anyway, but
I've
it's
seen 'em.
it's okay.
But I thought tobacco is in those things, in those wraps and stuff.
But he put his own, like he put it in it. Like instead of putting weed in it, he put that in it. He put that in it to make it. It wasn't even weed that they were smoking. They thought it was weed, but it wasn't.
But I mean, what?
And that's what I'm saying. Like people just be smoking stuff just to smoke it.
They just sad.
It's hilarious.
They're
It's
sad,
hilarious.
and they are honestly, they're convinced that it's actually helping them. It's like a psychological thing. I keep trying to tell people that it is a psychological thing because if you smoke and you feel like it's doing something at that moment, it's like I mean, it might. I mean, yeah, it does make you high, but then the high goes down, and then now you're back to square one, and then you got to do it all over again. It's a psychological thing. It's like it's not a permanent feeling.
No, and then like, you know, the guy I dated that was super, yeah. I remember like, cause he introduced me to smoking, and cause I never really done it before, and then it's like every time I was sad about something or upset about something, oh just smoke, and I'm like, I don't want. That's not helping the feeling go away.
And then
the feeling's not going away.
What I've noticed is that the people who do that, like, and think that that it helps, like when they are upset or whatever, are like the most sad people.
Yeah.
Like, or
yeah.
very depressed, like
internally.
Yeah, and then it's like on them. Like even if they smoked or whatever, like you could still see the sadness on their face or like in their eyes and stuff. So I'm like, do you really I want to truly ask them, like, do you think this is actually helping you? And if they say yes, then I'm like, okay, like I'll let you have it. If you really truly think that it's helping you, I'll let you have it. But like, you got to tell your face that, you need to tell your eyes that, you need to tell your brain that, like, because it's not really helping.
It's probably easy to tell you that besides telling themselves that.
Yeah, it's a fly. It was a fly. But it for sure is, but it's a way for them to try to convince me. And it's like, I don't need you to convince me. I just want to know, like, honestly, if it really does help them. Because I've never smoked, and I don't plan on it. I don't want to, because one, it stinks, and it smells like underarm odor. Weed does. Cigarettes a whole other thing. That smells like, I don't even see how,
like
if you smell that makes you want to smoke that. Like, I don't even understand.
You know in the cartoons how they have on the bottle the skull and the crossbone? Mm-hmm. That's what should be on cigarettes, because that's what it smells like.
I mean, it basically is.
I know, like, but that's what should have on the box.
Thing on the box.
It does have a caution.
So hello, I feel like if I see that, I'm like, I want to die.
You know, and it's so crazy because I saw a post that was like, you know, those posts that be warning you about smoking and like drinking. Mm-hmm. They be like trying to show your body, like your lungs and your heart, what's actually happening when you smoke. And I remember looking at the comments of one of those, and one lady was like, I've been smoking for 50 years and I'm just fine. And the other people was like, I'm smoking a blunt right now. And I'm like, they're telling you what's going on inside. There's no way you have a microscope. Not microscope.
Microscope. Because if you had a microscope, you could.
There's no way you have a microscope and can see in your own body and see what's really going on. Just because you're alive don't mean you're living and
go
thriving.
Run up some steps. Go run up some steps and then run back down and let me know.
Let's go run around the corner real quick. Are you gonna be able to do it?
Race me,
because remember that time when we went on that hike. He just smoked and could not keep up with us because he was smoking. He just smoked weed and then wanted to go on a hike with us.
Nobody can convince me.
And he could not keep up.
You cannot convince me that you think you're okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. At this point, weed kills so many brain cells that it's like maybe they are convinced that, or maybe they really do think that this is helpful. And then they use it as like, oh, it's a medication God put on you as a plan. It's like, okay, if it's a medication, are you sick? Do you need it? No. And then if it's a medication, leave it to the people who actually need it.
And that's why I said I think it's supposed to be more like topical.
Yeah, it's like, isn't it like THC
thing
or something like that?
Yeah, I feel like that's because it might actually have medicinal purposes, but you don't see us going outside and smoking some fruit to get the benefit. We don't smoke fruit. If that's the case, everybody should be smoking everything.
Inhaling smoke. In what world do you really think that that's healthy? You're inhaling smoke.
So that means they should be finding a burning building then. We should just recruit them. Because I'm just saying, if you're that used to it, because if that's bad for us, I can't see how smoking isn't bad for us.
It stinks. I'm sorry. I just can't I really will never get over that. I'm like, you like that? You don't mind smelling like that? I don't know. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's not even the point.
Science of it doesn't make sense when they say it is good for you.
I don't understand. I don't, because in a lot of the time, I'm like, y'all are sad. Like,
yeah.
I don't, and I'm not even being funny. Like, they are sad. And it makes me feel bad because I'm like, you think that it's helping you, but it's like, honestly, when I see people smoking, all I see is sad people. Half the time, the people that I see, like, they're always, and they say a lot of negative things. Like, but it's like a fake positive. If that makes, like, the stuff that they're saying is negative, but they try to say it like to where it's not a big deal. Like, they'll be like, okay, I don't need people. Like, all I need is money. Yeah. Like, but and like they'll be smoking or something. Like, it'll be something like that. Like, they'll say something like that, and it's like, okay, great, you're trying to make a living. I don't know. But it's like, why do you have to say F something else? Like, why can't you just like really be positive? Why does it have to be
like a diss to someone else?
It's like it's not genuine. I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird.
It's like a weird, what's the word? Like, it's like a weird thing where I can see like people that smoke weed, they also like to hello? They right outside. They never do it this late.
I'm sick of him.
Who is that?
No, I can't say it.
Oh God!
And it's a bunch of them. There's like little roaches.
Outside?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes. And it's 5 o'clock. You should be
all day. They've been outside all day. Even when I left at 1 o'clock, they was outside doing that. Sorry, guys. They're literally mowing.
No, that actually makes
me
angry.
Like right now.
Because they're never out here this late. It's 5:51.
Never. That's wild.
Okay, I think they're going
Anywho,
away.
like I was saying, I feel like there's like a correlation between people that smoke weed and got this idea that they're like the realest person just because they smoke
Woke.
weed. Yeah, and they kind of try to tie it together to make it more appealing. Like, oh, it'll like unlock some doors and open my mind. And it's like, you can do that. You can do that.
You can. You don't have to. I don't know.
You don't have to depend on something else.
Not a drug, at least. No, you don't.
Change your mind. Like, the mind is a very fun place sober too. Like, you can find other things. But
people are also afraid to be alone with their thoughts. Yeah. So instead of dealing with that, they rather just have a coping mechanism, which is smoking or drinking or whatever other
that brings a distraction.
Toxic mechanism that they have. So like people are really afraid to like just sit alone and think or be with God. Like they're afraid of that because they're gonna think about something that they don't want to think about that they need to think about, but they're afraid to like. But it's like you're never gonna be able to deal with anything in life because you're
running away constantly.
Yeah, and you're depending on a substance to deal with all of that going on in your head instead of just being like, you know what, okay, let me just stop and like really try to figure out what's the root of everything, what's causing me to feel this way, instead of just running to a drug or running to alcohol because it's not helping anything.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like they don't realize it's such routine. Like they do it so often. They do it like, you know how they be like wake and bake, like, and what you wake up, you do it. You before you go to work, you do it.
Before like, do you do anything? I don't know. And then
like, I met people that did it like clockwork.
You know, my boyfriend used to like years ago, but used to, and even he admitted like
it's a difference.
It was not a good. He was using it as a coping mechanism, and he said that, and it's like, but when he realized it's like it's actually not helping anything, the people around him that were like smoking with him weren't getting anywhere in life. If we're being honest, like they were negative. They just had no motivation to do anything in life. Like they never told him anything positive. It was always like, or if it was positive, it's just like, well, okay, so if you can tell me to do this, why can't you do this? But it's like it was like a misery loves company type of thing. And he knew that like him smoking was a different person than him sober. So he was like, I wouldn't want to keep feeling that way because I don't feel like I wouldn't want to feel that way. Like nothing's changing. Like you're just doing the same things over and over. You're not progressing in life or anything. Even though there are some people who might be doing well in life, but it's like mentally, are you? Physically, financially, maybe so, but like mentally, you probably aren't happy.
Emotionally too,
and physically, you probably aren't in good shape. I'm not even gonna say physical because like you're inhaling smoke. I don't think anybody will be able to convince me that that's just a healthy like.
And there's no way you could be in optimum health. Like most of those people, I don't see them like going to the gym
and because it's no way.
It's no way.
Yeah,
it's no way you could do both.
It was even kind of hard for him to play basketball.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
It's like that is.
It's harmful to your lungs.
It is. It's smoke. I don't see how that is okay to be inside of your body. Like I don't understand. I don't care if it's a plant. It does not matter. You have to light that thing on fire and inhale the smoke.
Because you just bring me back to my point. Like, if we supposed to be smoking, if God put us here to smoke, well, shouldn't we be smoking? Shouldn't that be the way that we get nutrients? Because I mean, we should be smoking fruit, smoking vegetables, smoking meat. Well, we do kind of do that, but we don't inhale the smoke.
Like I might just maybe I'm uneducated. Maybe I don't know much about weed.
Sorry, that's why I was zooming.
I did see it. I don't know much about weed. I don't. But all I do know is that one, it stinks, and two, all of the people that I know who have smoked, just based off of me seeing them, it just doesn't look like it's benefiting them. So I don't know. I may not know a lot about it. But from what I'm seeing, it just doesn't seem to do any good for people, especially people around our age and stuff, like who aren't sick. I mean, for people who are just doing it as like a recreational type of thing, it doesn't seem to be helping them.
Because I'm trying to think, the people I've known that do it like all the time, it's like they are the type of people, they try to pretend like everything's okay. Mm-hmm. And I can just see through it. It's like, you're not okay.
I told you, it's on them. You're not and like okay. It shows on their face, in their eyes. The words that they say, it's like I told you, it's like a false positive type of thing. It's like you're not okay.
Because you can laugh, you can hide it, but for some people, it may be easy to brush off and think like, oh, they're fine. That's just the way they. For people that really care about you,
and then if you have to do it nonstop, like if you're smoking every day, even every week, if you're smoking more than twice a week, I just feel
like money, yo. Like that is so much money. Because I've seen it, especially like with like ex-boyfriends and stuff. Man,
but yes,
yeah, I've had boyfriends before that smoked a lot, and that's why my criteria changed. Smokers, because for some reason, it's just something about weed that just gives them no responsibility. Like they have no sense
those
of
brain cells
priority.
I'm telling you,
nothing. Like it's like I get that things happen and people go through things, but if you look at the amount of money you're spending on weed and the amount of spending money that you have for bills, freelance,
and then it always seems like they're like leeching off of other people to live their life.
Yeah, to make their life more sustainable.
It's like you at some point you have to take control of your own life. You can't depend on people your whole life and just be able to just go smoke. Like that's all you want to do.
Yeah, and this is
you can't do that.
I've seen some people that do smoke and they can't have their priorities
and I
straight.
Said that, but then I said that's when it comes into. But mentally, are you okay?
Yeah.
And that because they might have it together financially, they might have it together physically. When I say physically, I just mean like they might have certain things. I don't even like materialistically.
Okay, because like inside, I don't know,
but mentally, you can look at them and tell. It's like something's wrong. If you had, because what is your reason besides being addicted? What is the reason why you decided to even try to smoke or to smoke in general? Like, what was your reason to start?
Yeah, because it's like, was it peer pressure? Was it like you just being curious?
And that's like a simple question that I just want to know because it's like people don't understand. Like the whys are so important. It's like that's how you find out what's really going on. Because why mentally is somebody able to pressure you into doing anything?
Because that's what made me realize like, dang, I might be a people pleaser because I was peer pressured into it. Because if I wasn't around it, I probably wouldn't have done it. So I'm like, dang, like that needs to be fixed instantly.
It's just like a
because it's a lot of.
I'm not trying to be
reasons
dramatic,
why,
but like I really do. Half the time, that's why I'm not so quick to like call somebody crazy or like just anything like that. Because like I need to know, okay, why though? Like, and that's why I'm so obsessed with like like serial killers and stuff like that. Because like I'm not thinking, oh, they're a monster. They're like I need to know, okay, why? Where was the switch? Why did something make you feel like you had to do that? And then people think I'm crazy, but I'm like, no, this is just like it's like there's a reason why these things are happening. So why do you feel the need to smoke constantly? What's wrong?
It's a crazy place.
And then everybody just like, oh, nothing's wrong. I just like to smoke. It's like, okay, you're not ready to talk about it. That's fine. Okay, like because obviously there's a reason. There's a reason for everything. That is so true. It's a reason for everything.
Because like even if it makes you feel good, it's like
okay, what is it feeling?
Yeah.
What part of you is feeling good?
Yeah.
Do you feel what kind of comfort are you feeling that you can't get from something else that's not harming your health?
Yeah.
So what is it? Like I just want to ask somebody, but nobody will answer the question honestly and genuinely. Like I don't want to hear I don't want to hear no fake however they be trying to sound like they know stuff. It's like, no, I want to know why you are doing it. What is it feeling for you, not for everybody else?
Defensive. Yes. Like you're about to go take all the weed at the house, and I'm like, nobody's about to take all the weed at the house. I just want to know what's going on.
Poor health. By all means, you can go right ahead. I don't care what you do.
I'm not cleaning out your whole house, bro.
But I don't want it. I just want to know.
Yeah.
Maybe it can get fixed without you having to go smoke every 5 seconds. A lot, like I truly do, and it's like people who like it's like I can kind of tell like what's wrong. Like with some people who like feel like they have to. I see a lot of people always posting about smoking or something. Like I always see that every day, all day,
and drinking.
And like those, yes, oh my god, and those specific people, I can kind of see why they do. Like this one particular person, like always talks about smoking. She's big, and then like fat. I'm not trying to be funny, but like she is, but she will.
We get it.
She will constantly like have to. I'm not trying to laugh. It's not funny. I'm not even trying to laugh. Scared. I'm just laughing because I'm like thinking about other stuff.
Oh, okay.
But she like will post about it a lot. About.
We'll wait. We'll wait for you.
Like she'll just be like, there's always like some type of comparison between skinny people and fat people all the time. But it's like it's nothing wrong with fat people. Like that type of stuff. But I'm like, okay. Like I get sometimes stuff needs to be said. And I understand that. So okay, if that's how you feel, okay, you can say it once, maybe twice. But to constantly have to bring it up,
Who hurt you?
I'm like, okay, so we getting somewhere because that's obviously you're trying to make it seem like you're secure with yourself. But if you have to constantly talk about it and prove yourself to other people, I think we got a win. I think something's wrong. And then, but
hello,
I don't think
it's hot.
I don't think that they like. Oh my god, because I feel like if other people pay closer attention to stuff like that, like just it's tiny details, but like you will find the answer because I find them all the time. I'm like, okay, I just got to see a couple of things. I'm like, okay, gotcha, because I see, okay, that's a
good
problem.
at that. I give you that
because I need to figure it out.
Yeah,
I do. I always feel like I have to, even if I don't tell anybody, I don't have to tell anybody. I don't have to say anything to the person. I just like, okay, I figured it out. And like, so the next time somebody asks me, okay, I know what's wrong. Because it's just, it's interesting. Because I'm like, okay, you think you're hiding it, but you're really not at all. And it's actually really bothering you. Because I feel like for me, if something's bothering me, I'm going to talk about it. Like, even if it's to myself, I'm going to constantly think about it. I'm going to talk. But if something doesn't, if I don't care about something, you won't hear me talk about it. I don't care. It's not going to bother me. I'm not going to feel the need to find something to help me cope with it. But they don't correlate the things.
And it's like, there's a lot of other ways you can cope with stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Besides harming your health.
Like
there's art, writing,
prayer,
reading. There's Jesus. Let me get into Christianity part. Like, there's just so
because they will use
many
that
other things.
They will use the marijuana weed thing, like, and say God put it on the earth. But I'm like,
He didn't put it there for that.
I mean, God put a lot of things on earth that can harm us. That I don't understand. Why do we choose this one thing to make it seem like this is okay for us? There's poison. We do not need to be ingesting any poison. It's
probably for another creature. It's probably not even for us.
But why do we have to choose this one thing and to make it seem like, oh, because He put on this earth, we are okay to have it? There's all kinds of poison things that can kill us. And He put it on this earth.
Sharks can kill us, but we should smoke them.
There was forbidden fruit.
Spiders can be venomous. Snakes.
Like He literally told Adam and Eve that it was forbidden fruit. Don't eat it. They still ate it. Like it's like
I feel like humans gonna do what they want to do regardless. Man.
Exactly, but it's like crazy. Why do you pick and choose what's okay and what's not?
And then we did talk about, I think in the first, I'm losing count of episodes, but I know we did talk about justifying sin, and that is one of God's biggest. Like, talk about sin being the worst, but justifying it,
which I feel like is honestly the ugliest thing you can do.
Yeah, because you're trying to make it, like, by justifying, it's like you're trying to make it
okay,
right,
and it's not.
You're trying to make it okay to do it. Like, I can still do it,
and that's
like,
kind of what we talked about in the last episode. Like how we were saying, like what did I say?
I told you all them starting to merge
people,
together.
I know. Oh my god, we just talked about it in the last episode.
What was the last
about
episode?
sin? Like we were saying, basically, like when you're doing something and somebody says I got it's like no sin is bigger than the other, but it's like it's still a sin. And if you see that somebody's doing something, if you see that somebody's doing something wrong, what's wrong with telling them that it's wrong, or just being like, wait, we don't need to do. We know we sinning, but we don't need to do this. Let's stop this.
I'm starting to believe. Hear me out here. I'm trying to think the whole earth is just a bunch of people pleasers. Everybody got
absolutely
deep issues, and everybody just trying to please the next person. How did everybody become people pleasers? I don't know. I feel like there's other routes to take. I feel like not all of us should be that. I feel like that should be like maybe,
I don't know why. I won't say all of them, but it's like a lot of people.
But it's too many because how everybody's trying to accept everybody, please everybody.
And I'm not going to be the one because I don't. It's like those people who don't want to hurt other people's feelings, but y'all are taking it to the extreme because especially when they're saying like, oh, you're judging. That right there kills me because it's like they are clearly sinning. Like it's a sin. How am I judging you for telling you that I don't agree with that? I don't like that because it's a sin. How am I judging you? There's a thing called righteous judging, and it's in the Bible. He doesn't say it's not saying don't judge. Because judging doesn't mean, oh, I'm telling you that you're doing something wrong. And I'm not being mean about it. I'm just telling you you're not supposed to be doing that. As Christians, we're not supposed to be doing that. That doesn't mean I'm judging you. That just means I'm trying to help you out.
I feel like they're trying to make it like judging is like attacking. It's like, that's not my problem. Or that hate. You feel that way. I like how you tell me you can't control how someone else perceives something.
Yeah, or reacts to it. It doesn't matter. It really, truly doesn't. Like, if it needs to be said, then it needs to be said. If it's wrong, especially if it makes you feel like, oh, this makes me uncomfortable, you want to tell somebody. So, like, it's like if they're doing something wrong, what's wrong with telling them they're doing something wrong? It's because you're afraid that they're not going to like you.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like you. Even if they don't show it. Some people really don't like you.
It's true.
Like, I'm gonna live my life. I really don't care. I've dealt with that my entire life.
Just the way you said it.
It's because it's like, true.
They're not gonna like you, and I'm like, yeah.
It's just I'm just saying, man.
They probably already don't.
God, it's true.
We get it.
I just feel like it's like trying to. I don't know. You're trying to please people who wouldn't care if you died tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. It just feels like a world full of like people that want. How can I say this? Like it just feels like it's a world that like wants to dominate, and then the other people are around to please those people that want to dominate the world. That's what it feels like sometimes. Like just looking around and around. It's like you got that percentage and you got this percentage, and it's just like when is the madness just gonna stop?
Why can't people just be their own? You just be your own person.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the whole smoking and stuff. Who told you to do it? Because I know people it started from like someone else older than them or someone that was their age and probably told them like, oh, try this.
And
you
were
just didn't say no.
I know some people who were so young, started
12,
like
10.
Like, when I was that age, I didn't even know what weed was. And it's also the environment that you're in. Like if you're around people like that who are constantly drinking, constantly smoking, that's all you grew up around. I get it. Like I understand that. But it's like, why?
And no one trained you that those behaviors were wrong.
That part I can't really.
No, because remember in school we learned about no smoking. Never
that's
mind.
That's what I was getting ready to come into because it's kind of hard. Like I try not to go too much into that because I know how I grew up, and I'm not in their shoes, so I do try to like not try to talk too much about that because I'm like I don't know what you went because I didn't have to deal with that. I didn't get exposed to a lot of things that other people were exposed to. So it's like, maybe I would have came out different. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm very strong-minded, and that could have come from my parents or my environment. Like, I'm not easily influenced. That could have just came from my environment. Like, maybe they didn't come from an environment where people were teaching them, you don't have to follow other people, or you don't have to be so easily influenced by people.
It is genetics. Genetics does play a part in that too.
So I'm like, I didn't have that experience, so I can't really fully go into it. But I'm also like, okay, at a certain age that you get to, you do have the ability to like make your own decisions and stuff. So I'm like, I don't care. I will say that because I'm like, okay, you can't be 32 still making the same mistakes and then blaming it on something that happened when you were 12. It's like, okay, now you're a grown adult and you have the ability to change everything.
Yeah.
But you choose to just be like, well, this happened when I was 12 and I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't even like getting into. It's kind of annoying because I'm like, okay, I get it. I wipe your tears, keep it moving. Like that's all I can really tell you because like that you cannot go back and change that because if you could, I'm sure you would, and I would change a lot of things too.
Yeah.
But since I can't,
you just gotta live with it.
I mean, if you want to go to smoking, and I mean, go ahead, but it's going to catch up to you. It really is, and I don't want it to catch up to me, so I'm not doing it. I don't. Yeah. I can't.
I think I'm a end it here.
Okay, we didn't talk about the other thing really too much. I don't think.
No, we don't. It wasn't supposed to be in the same video. It was supposed to be 2 different videos.
Okay,
so it's cool. You wanna? Yeah. Okay.
That's
all right. So this is the end of this one. Hope you love it. We're trying to keep this sweet and short before we start to turn into other content.
Yeah.
So hope you loved it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully it struck a nerve or made you feel some type of way. The point is for conviction.
Yeah. But comment, subscribe, all the things, and you can follow us on our social media. We'll have it at the end of the video, most likely, and in the bio.
That, like,
what?
Putting it like right there.
You can do that. Like, you know, I don't do stuff like that.
Okay. So. It'll be. Watch it. Don't
sure.
Be in there.
It's not because you don't even watch the whole video when you edit. So, please.
I be tired.
Girl, I work. Whatever. Okay, I work too.
That's the point. We both work. We both don't feel
you
like it.
Can do that. You can watch a 30-minute video. Because it's going to be like 30 minutes.
I could do that.
Anyway, that's it. We're done.
Love you.
We
Bye.
hope you liked it. Bye.